Yes people, we're here at Extreme and we're here for Aaron's photo shoot. Now this has been a mad dieting phase. He's down 30 kilos. Yes, you heard that right, 30 kilos, which is absolutely bonkers. I'll put his before and after photos here. Honestly, could not be happier with the work he's put in. The look's going to be great. It has been a tricky one because he's been ill for about a month now with various things which we will touch on at the end once he's finished shooting and I get him to have a chat to the camera. Sorry about his accent, no offence Aaron, but it's way stronger than mine, so English viewers, prepare for that. But anyway, I'll catch you in the gym. You'll see me kind of standing around doing nothing because Andrew's doing the shots, Aaron's doing the shoot. I'm just here for moral support. We'll go with this one first because it's hoodie, so we'll just get shots and then, so you can just hit his hoodie and then that'll get a bit of blood flowing and then we'll just kind of go around wherever. Obviously we'll have to just dodge people, so cable roll will be one, but it'll depend. Obviously it's a couple, so the only thing is there's mirrors in front of all of them.
Should be alright.
Because you can shoot from an angle on it.
All of them, yeah.
So just run to the shoot now. Aaron's physique's starting to come to life a little bit. The problem we had was leading up to the shoot, he had to have 2 days fasting. Nobody ever do that, but we had to do it. He's really been struggling to take any food in, just down to bloating, which we need to get down to the issue of after the shoot. So he is in pretty flat, but now we've just got a bit of blood flowing. It's really warm in here as well. It is helping, so getting some good shots now. We've done some back shots, just because obviously that's his real strong point. And now we're on to some flies, bit of this, bit of that. I will try and run you through it, but I don't want to take too much shots on my camera because it's not going to show how he's looking when Andrew's standing with a really expensive camera there. For anyone that's not been at shoots, if you are the coach, really try and stay out the way unless you're moving somewhere around. Even stand that way so you can get both legs on, right? Or like one, whatever, it doesn't matter. Tense, and we'll go like one just holding there, really pull the waist in, and then we'll go one there, just really holding the waist. Maybe even pull your shots a little bit, but I'll show you. You can't see my abs, I'm fat. But you're like there, you're on. When you do your rep, you're wanting to let it go. But it's because you're trying really hard to keep it in. It's because see when you do that, even that shit, you know what might be quite cool? Just going like, what you done there, like see stand like that shot's fucking good. So we'll go like quad arm, just what you done. See when you're not trying hard, trying so hard to tense, abs are coming through more. You know like when you coach someone in person, you're like, fucking get your lat on, and they can't do it, but when you're like relaxed, it happens. It's just because you're thinking about fucking this, that, the next thing. It's difficult.
I was fine at 25.
Oh fuck me, at 25, I was never sober. So Aaron's shoot's wrapped up and what we'll do is very quickly, right, we won't keep him too long because you know, he's got other stuff to do, like go eat and sleep. What we'll do is we'll run through just quickly kind of what's been going on with the last, like, it's been about a month, right? So I can't remember exactly, but we won't go into graphic detail. He was flying with diet, and as I said, right, he's lost 30 kilo. You've seen the photo. I'll put another photo here just because it's so good. But he's lost 30 kilo. He was flying, and then you got a little bit ill, like, it was like a sickness bug, let's say, right? But that was for, how long was that for?
So we were off what? It was a week and a half of being at, no, 2 weeks. 2 weeks of being ill.
Yeah, 2 weeks of being ill. I'd say maybe 10 days. Couldn't train. Couldn't do anything actually, barely getting steps in.
Bedbound.
And then, yeah, bedbound, which
isn't me. Considering an average day could be anywhere between 15 and 25,000 steps.
Yeah, and
it's an average day as well as training. That's really not like me.
And also, just for anyone that's thinking with stuff like that, so what you got to remember is when that's happening, you're ill, you're holding water, your output's zilch, right? So it can be a bit tricky. After that, what happened was just holding a bit of water, still wasn't feeling his best. started getting back into it. Weight started coming down. Weight, basically, just to go into a bit of reference here. And I'm not someone who ever lets people have excuses, right? But see, when you're so ill you can't move, that's an excuse. Basically what happened was weight came up a little bit, it came back down, and then we had a little bit of time in between. Then maybe 2 weeks ago, two weeks ago, yeah. Aaron sent me a photo. He was like, mate, I don't know what's happened, I've not ate anything off plan, waist just went really bloated. He's going to keep speaking here. As I'm moving the camera, by the way, I'm still speaking. So his waist went really bloated, right? Also, by the way, fuck me, I look old and I need to shave. So he sent me a photo, waist went really bloated. The issue with then had was, one day check in, it tightened up a bit, the next day it was back to bloating. We just, as a coach, right, in times like this, we tried a few things, they didn't work, right? So this week has literally been
the same as that week.
The same as that, right? And when you've been dieting for that amount of time, right, and you've dropped that much weight, it's a hard one, right? It's a hard one to take for both of us, because the look that he's had today is still great, but it's not quite the best we've had, just down to that, right? But at the end of the day, the way I see it is, we could have went, right, we'll kind of go back to maintenance, then we'll start pushing again for another X amount of time. But Aaron came to me because he wants to compete, so we want to aim for that. Shots will still be fantastic, but like, he'll tell you, he literally had a day there he didn't eat, like no food for 24 hours to try and see if it would help. It didn't.
No, it didn't. It didn't help. A bit of inflammation and bloating down, but it didn't help, because then we've ran proper flat, and even trying to get food in the last 24 hours, which we've got a fair bit of food in, but it's no been enough, especially after a 24-hour fast as well. It's just not been enough.
I think another thing just to cover, right, so as I said, Aaron's came down a lot of weight, but because of that, and because just the reason why his weight was that high, well, not just in powerlifting, some bad habits as well,
yeah,
but Aaron came to me from powerlifting, right, and when I say powerlifting, I don't mean he was just like going in pure gym and doing really shit reps on a deadlift. He was actually competing in powerlifting, pretty good at it. I don't know what his total was or his numbers. Go hit me with the numbers.
Best numbers over 600 kilos, so a 270 deadlift, over 240 squat, bench was shit, 125, 130.
Right, well the first two numbers are good. I could bench that and I'm weak. But for instance, he came from that, it's a totally different thing, but because he was pushing the weight up for that, you know, mass moves mass. One of the things that we're noticing is just there's a little bit of loose skin, right, which, like, battle scars, let's call them, but it means what we're looking at now is we've got a lot of data, we know what we need to improve for competing whenever he steps on stage. Need to bring the upper body up to match the hamstrings and quads, which the quads is the one that's really kicked me in the stones today, because his quads have so much pop, but there's not enough food in. So as was, you'll see the shots in a couple of weeks, you'll see this guy constantly on the page, because we've got some big things we're ready to get after, new training plan. So we're to go for a meal tonight with his missus, and then he's one of those clients that has literally said, send me my plan now. Don't worry, by the way, as a coach, the plan's already done, but he wants to get right back on it tomorrow. So time to get after it. I've been done a dirty because I've got the Lewis Hamilton Monster. It's not ideal. He's actually got the white one, which is alright. We'll hide this is his vape, but have you seen
That's my one bad habit.
If you see any puffs of smoke coming up, it's not me, it's him. Shots will be done in a couple of weeks, or not even that, Andrew's rapid at doing them. What do people actually call you? Andrew, fucking posh boy, is he? Not Andy. Not Andy.
Drew.
My mum calls me Andy when I'm in trouble, but that's about it.
Not even Drew.
Nah, no Drew.
I should have got him to do my intro, because that would have been better than me. But anyway, peace out, like, subscribe, share, tell all your mates about it, enjoy the photos. Enjoy the photo that I put on the screen there as well of him and his powerlifting, what's that called? It's not called a uniform, it's called a...
Singlet.
Singlet, I'll get a singlet and do my check-in.
Or a leotard now.
Well, me and him will have a leotard on next time you see us.
Deal.